Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about law of attraction and its application in practical ways to our lives. The question today is about how to navigate unsettling world events. And this question was contributed by Doug Barnett on one of my YouTube videos. So in case you haven't seen the question, let me read it out to you first. He says, I am deeply scared about world events, this escalating conflict going on in Europe and other areas of the world. I'm frightened for the future of this planet for me and my family. I'm trying my best to stay positive and go up the emotional scale, but watching the news, I feel fearful. What if war comes to my country? I am scared. In the same way I was scared about COVID and the situation that presented itself every day. In 1939, when the Holocaust happened, did all those people die because they were out of alignment? All the people who got conscripted into the army in my country against their will, who went into conflict, left their families and left loved ones behind, young men who got killed, this happened because they were out of alignment? There has already been talk of bringing back conscription in this country, which has not been discussed in 50 years. I'm genuinely frightened and unsettled. I will not fight because I don't believe in killing anyone. It is against my moral code. I would not fire a gun at a stranger. I'm very worried about world events and the implications it would have on me. How can I practice alignment in the face of whatever I might face in the future? Doug, this is such a beautifully articulated question. And I want to say many, many things to you. But I will say one thing that is at the basis of law of attraction. We do create our own reality. When we are faced with extreme situations of pain and suffering, it is hard to believe that we would have created these situations. Why would anyone create pain and suffering for themselves? And what about those people who inflict the pain and suffering? Are they not responsible? Of course they are. Yes, they are responsible. Both parties are responsible. The victim and the perpetrator of violence or fear is responsible. Both of them are creating their own reality. So you mentioned events in history such as conscription. Well, people who got conscripted, the whole nation at that point in time was in the grip of fear. So they were attracting events that were on the same wavelength as fear. What they attracted to themselves in the Holocaust was a result of the entire nation being afraid. And yet there were people who escaped. Why did the people who escaped, how were they able to escape? They were able to escape that because even though they were surrounded by fear, their self-talk was, I'm going to find a way. I am not going to let this happen to me and my family. I'm going to find a way. And they did. So it doesn't matter what is going on. If you believe that there is a way out of it, then you will find that way. The universe will help you. Because in saying, I will not submit to this, I will find a way, there's an element of stubbornness, which is, it is a mirror into faith and trust in yourself. And that is all you need in order to surmount any difficulty that comes your way. So think about it this way. Fear is an indication of lack of alignment, but hatred, anger, and revenge are also an indication of lack of alignment. So here's the thing. Your fear has you out of alignment, and your aggressors who are feeling hatred and revenge and anger, they are also out of alignment. Therefore, you are a perfect match to each other. So if you could say to yourself, I'm going to stop being afraid then you would no longer be a match to their negative vibration, and as a result, they would not be able to have any impact on you, even though your neighbors are affected, even though your people that you care about deeply are affected, but you would not be affected because you would not be a match to their vibration. They would, even if someone enters your house, they will not be able to find you if you are not on the same vibration as them. So, even if your countries go to war, you would remain safe. Even if conscription was instituted, you would not meet the criteria for it. The universe is powerful, you see, and can create circumstances, events that would assist you in getting what you want. The criteria here is stop being afraid. And so you have to, it's not so much about finding alignment, because I think finding alignment under the circumstances that you're faced with is a near impossible thing to do. You're human and you're seeing what's happening around you. You're asking too much of yourself by trying to get into alignment. A better thing for you to aim for is neutral. Get into the neutral zone. That is where you will be able to find your escape from all these things that are going on around you. Because I want you to remember that fear is the doorway to unwanted things. And if you want the things you desire, you have to close that door. For the universe will not give you what you want. The universe always gives you the equivalent of what you're asking for with your vibration. So, no matter what is going on, no matter what fearful talk is going on around you, you can negate it all with what you're doing inside your head, your self-talk. Constantly telling yourself that you know better than to buy into fear, and then focus on things that don't activate fear. You don't need to reach for joy, for that is very hard to do under the circumstances. All you need to do, because there's so much momentum of fear, all you have to do is to get into a neutral zone. And let me show you how to do that. So for myself, the best way I have found to reach the neutral zone, to get into the neutral zone, is to pick an object for which I have no feelings, like this bottle of water. I have neither negative nor positive emotions linked to this particular bottle of water. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. So now if I was to focus all my attention on this and describe its physical features. It's about 8 inches tall. It has a label on it. It has these rings on it. It's clear. I can see the water in it, right? It feels easy to hold because of its shape. This dip over here helps me to hold it. So describing its physical features and its practical use and benefits, while making sure that everything I talk about is 100% true, that is how you get into the neutral zone. Usually, I recommend when I'm coaching people that they spend 2 minutes describing items like this, neutral things, like a calculator, like my cell phone, anything, my glasses, anything. I can pick up anything and just spend 2 minutes describing it as if I was describing it to a friend who had a blindfold on and could not see the object. Then I would add all the details so that my blindfolded friend can create a picture of this object in their mind. And in doing so, I'm not getting caught in any sort of emotion. I'm neutral. And this being neutral is what puts the brakes on any kind of negative emotion that you might have going on inside you. In the absence of negative momentum, you will automatically go up the emotional scale and manifest what you want. So, what I'm going to tell you is that I've learned that these simple and easy exercises do more to help me to gain control over my emotions than anything that is complicated, has many steps, and is hard to do or hard to remember how to do. Law of attraction is not supposed to be difficult to practice. It's supposed to be simple, easy, and natural. But we have a tendency to think that when we are faced with big problems, that we must come up with a solution that is equally big. Has there ever been a time in your life when you were faced with something big, a big problem, but discovered that the solution was really something small and easy? So stop buying into the fear, and the fear will go away, and your circumstances will change, even if things don't change for other people, the people around you. You have to be okay with this. You have to be okay with not trying to drag everyone along with you and just focus on your own personal alignment. Understanding that everyone has to find their own alignment and you cannot do it for them. But think about it this way. If every person in your country worked on being aligned, pretty soon the problem that you are faced with as a nation would disappear. Because just now, you guys as a nation, all of you are embroiled in the same emotion. Stop buying into that emotion and you will escape, even if other people don't. So Doug, I hope that you find this helpful. And it's not just for you, it's for all of us, because these days the world is a very small place. We are all connected to each other. All right, guys, take care and keep bringing on those questions. I love answering questions, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.